Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to my April update. And I appreciate everyone who has subscribed, who has commented, and welcome to the new folks to my channel. I just wanted to do a brief video to let you all know what I've been up to since March. And these next 2 to 4 weeks are going to be very busy as it comes down to the end of the semester of my first year as a PhD student. It has been such a whirlwind, and I will do a video in June that's much more longer that encompass the things that I've learned in my first semester and my second semester, as well as where do things go forward for me. So right now, 4 classes, 1 class down, 3 more to go, with a lot of things due within the next 2 weeks. So exciting. Woo. I am a teacher's assistant, and so finishing up a lot of grading for that class. We only have 2 more discussion sessions Fridays to be teaching, so that's going to be fun as my time wrap out with that. Still doing a lot of community building, especially within the iSchool and outside of the iSchool, as well, part of being an interdisciplinary scholar, developing into one. In my last video, I may have mentioned, or may not, I've recently had to do with some people who have passed. And so it's been a lot trying to deal with that in the midst of everything and giving myself grace and kindness, and allowing myself to feel. And if I am numb, that is okay. People grieve in a number of different ways. My first year review is coming up. That's a part of the process for UMD, College Park Information School, is that you gather materials that highlight the work that you've done over the course of your first year, and you identify 2 to 5 faculty members to be on this committee. And you share a portfolio or website with them that have materials from classes you've taken, any papers you've written, conferences you've presented at, et cetera, as a part of it. And they review it. You also can do a PowerPoint presentation slide to provide greater detail, but also including what your timeline is, what classes you're going to be doing, but also what your research is, and what you're going to be doing going forward. And so my research has shifted and changed a lot, which has been great, but slightly nerve-wracking as well. And I've had some really affirming and reinvigorating conversations lately that has helped me to just know that I am on the right track, and I'm doing what I need to be doing, and that it's so good for me to have these people in my corner, and giving me that sense of commitment and support, but also allowing me to be authentic in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And being a PhD student, there's many different ways of being a PhD student and being successful, and recognizing that it's about community, not competition. And so as my research develops, and I feel like I'm narrowing down more so and really thinking about identity development, identity formation in particular, as well as what does validation mean. And I have a few upcoming publications, a co-authored book chapter that should be coming out within the next few weeks. And then I had the pleasure once again to write a piece for Windless Lib, and that's going to be on Black mentorship, and that should be coming out in about around mid-May as well. And like I might have mentioned before, mental health literacy is one of my research areas and interest. I've signed up for this mental health aid training, and I would recommend, if you don't have that kind of training, to seek it out in your area. Because I think it would be really beneficial. And in my June video, or May video, I'll talk about my experiences going through that training. But overall, you know, I was talking to a really great and close friend recently about how there's been so many unanticipated things that have happened. And I think allowing myself to know that I come first, and the people around me, and understanding that it's not that learning how to respond then react. I was reading a book for a class, and it's Patrice Collar's book, An Abolitionist Handbook. And there was a chapter in responding, reacting versus responding, and having courageous conversations, whether that's with yourself, with other people. But going through a PhD program will change you in anticipated and unanticipated ways. And I know for me that I'm much stronger than I thought, but also acknowledging that there are some things that some people should not have to go through. So with that, I'm just immensely grateful for everyone who follows, everyone who subscribes, and shares this and watch this, and hopefully get something from this as well. And so I hope you all are taking care of yourselves and others. And as Kenya would say, to be kind to yourselves this. So kind to yourselves, you all, take care. And I will provide an update in May.